Hi, my YouTube fam. Welcome. Excuse my vacuum cleaner right there. Sorry about that. But I am coming to me. You see this fan? Amazon. It sprays out. It's a, you know what? This is not about that. Amazon. You can check out my last video on that fan and they give you all the details. But we're coming into the life makeover. So let's get started. I'm sorry again about skipping last week. Life got in the way again. But we finished off on week 27, standing in the shadow. If you want to see my last video on that, go ahead, take a look. It's on my life makeover series. All right, so this week will be about house your backbone. Week 28, house your backbone. And the quote for this says, work joyfully and peacefully, knowing that right thoughts and right efforts will inevitably bring about right results. And that quote is written by James Allen. I'm so sorry, you all. Let me get my other glasses. I'm back. Let me see if this one better. Jeez. Let's see. Yeah, this one is better. Cloudier. I need to clean them, but not right now. All right, so let's get right into what it says. What's the key to living an authentic life that honors your most important priorities? Living with integrity. Integrity is the foundation on which we build our best life. Integrity is our spiritual backbone. When it is straight and strong, life happens more easily. We step into the flow, stay connected to our inner wisdom, our wise self, shall I say, and become a powerful vehicle for divine inspiration. As we pay attention, we begin to get clear messages about what to do next. Living with integrity means honoring the standards, the internal rules of behavior that we've set for ourselves. For an example, if you have a standard that says, I always tell the truth, then you'll need to be honest with the friend who has invited you out to dinner when you decide you don't want to go. Instead of making up an excuse, you'll need to tell the truth. Or if you have a standard that says, I never take something that is not rightfully mine, you'll need to return the extra change you received from a store clerk when that person has made a mistake. Living with integrity creates a strong spiritual backbone. When we neglect to honor our standards by going against the rules we've set for ourselves, our spiritual backbone becomes crooked or bent. When this happens, we have a hard time gaining insight, and as a result, life starts to break down. Plans might fall through. We may attract people who drive us crazy. Our doors seem to keep closing regardless of how hard we work. These events can become signals from the universe that our spiritual backbone, our integrity, may be out of alignment. Because we are unique individuals, we each have different standards by which we live. No one standard is better than the other. The important thing is to know your standards for living and to honor them so that you can create more divine flow in your life. The way to live with integrity is to notice when you are not honoring your standards and do something about it. For an example, if you are working for an organization that suddenly requires you to work nights and weekends, and you have a standard that says you always have dinner with your family, You may need to make a different arrangement with your job or your boss, or look for another job. When you begin to align your action with the rules you have set for yourself, it's as if you give yourself a spiritual adjustment that removes the kinks and bends that can prevent easy access to divine wisdom. Let's look at some additional examples of living with integrity. If you have decided that you will only work with clients who make you happy, then you'll need to turn down the client who drives you crazy, even when that client is offering to pay you twice your price. If you decided that you will not engage in gossip about others, then you'll need to tell your neighbor to stop when he begins talking about the mother down the street. When you've decided to be honest in your interactions with others, regardless of how difficult it might be, then you'll need to confront a problem with your sister directly, rather than avoid the issue or neglect to return her phone calls. If, as a leader, you've decided to take responsibility for what your employees do at work, then you may need to step in and resolve a problem immediately without blaming others. Those are some few examples. The key to stepping into the flow and creating an authentic life is to be sure that you are living with integrity. So become your own spiritual chiropractor and start adjusting now. Here's the Take Action Challenge that you will write in your Life Makeover Journal. To determine how well you're living with integrity, answer the following questions. 1. What internal rules have I set for myself? 2. How am I honoring these standards in my everyday life? 3. Where am I not being true to these standards? Once you have the answers, take action to do something about it. And then on the bottom of your page in the Life Makeover Journal, you're also going to write, I need to make an adjustment in the following 3 situations. And you'll 1, 2, 3, and you'll write the adjustments that you need to make. Okay, this is a challenge. When it say challenge, these are challenging. This is challenging. I am going to leave the questions in the description box below if you forget the questions. But go ahead on and come and join me with this challenge. Yes, we're moving right along. So stay tuned. Next week will be week 29. Let financial freedom reign. So yes, so that's a quick little cap on what we're going into next week. So let's go into this week. Oh my gosh, it's going to be a little challenging. How's your backbone? Does it need a little adjusting, snapping back, So this is what we need to do. How's your integrity flowing? Mine's, it needs some work on it. So I will talk to you about my integrity on the end, which is Saturday. Hopefully I get this video up, Lord's will. And like I always say, we don't know where, we don't know when, and we don't know how, but thank God for Jesus is Jesus. He will always make a way. Love you.